Are already fired up to get this game started. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at point guard.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Pass to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Brooks with no one around. Trains it from beyond the arc. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Conley against Morant. Here's McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick. No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Jackson, a screen on Conley. Left side, Adams. He dishes it to Brooks. From deep. They get it back. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Memphis with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. It's stolen by Edwards. Passes to McDaniels. He takes it in, and it's good for two.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
And finished off by Edwards.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant looking around. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Conley against Bain. Adams outside. Brooks kicks to Morant. Shoots over McDaniel. That one a little long. Timberwolves trail by 9. To the right side. Conley with the three. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Morant dishes to Brooks. To the middle, Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jaden McDaniel.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. It's Jackson with the drive.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 23 seconds left in the first. Towns wide open. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. The 17-footer, and the Grizzlies tack on two more.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
He doesn't get the second one. The first quarter concludes at a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Grizzlies lead by 11. Live from the FedEx Bank. Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. On the wing, Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Conley, the pass to Towns. He kicks it to McDaniels. They double him with Bain. Gobert down low. Adams defending. Gobert, no good. Bain finds Adams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Morant passes to Bain. Morant kicks to Jackson. Here's Bain. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. Jackson misses. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is the guy you want to create for time and time again.
Here's Brooks. The pass to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Now, here's Morant for three. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Brooks right side. Adams outside. Back to Brooks. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. And that time, also a missed shot. Timberwolves trail by 5.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. Now here's Morant. Guarded closer. Shot clock at 6. And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Towns for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had.
And Adams kicks to Bain. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new crew. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Conley dishes to Edwards. To the wing right side. Towns down low. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Memphis leading. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Kennard. Pass to Aldama. Can they get it? Kennard's shot is off. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Grizzlies shooting 41% for the game. Jones against Conley. Jones, no luck. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And it's tied up with that one. 7 seconds left to play here in the half. Jones, that's for 2. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Minnesota.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thanks for the great interview, David.
24, the Timberwolves, 22.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Tyus Jones out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Prince kicks to Rivers. There's the pick. Passes it to Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. 5 to shoot. Left side Anderson. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Clark.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Aldama passes to Jones. Lets it go with a 3. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here's Anderson for 3. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Kicks to Anderson. Prince, that's for two. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead, he lays it in. Reeves got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Aldama. Defended by Anderson. On the wing, Jones. Kennard on the wing. Takes a 3. They get it back. Aldama passes to Kennard. Here's Aldama. He's covered by Anderson. Inside. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Dishes it to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Now the pass to Aldama. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Prince outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Rivers against Jones. Pass to Kennard. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Aldama lays it up off the glass. Aldama's got 6.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Rivers against Jones. Anderson wide open, and again Minnesota with the triple. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Jones kicks to Clark. There's the drive, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And there, Clark showing a little burst, trying to create some offense. He has the athleticism, and the defense isn't necessarily expecting it.
Minnesota's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here's Anderson for 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. From deep, Prince. That one doesn't go. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Alexander Walker passes to Prince. Passes it to Alexander Walker from past the arc. Here's Reed. Second shot opportunity. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kennard for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Running in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
The rebound by Steven Adams. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's Conley. kicks it to Gobert. Towns for three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 2 rebounds here tonight. So accurate. It's up a three. Bain, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Towns, no luck.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Morant passes to Adams. Jackson kicks to Bain. Launches it. And the Grizzlies get it back. Morant passes to Adams. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Out to the wing. Towns finds Edwards. They grab their own miss. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Gobert.
Second chance points always hurt. There's not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Bain passes to Brooks. 3-pointer. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
It's good.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And here's Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here's Edwards from the arc. Hangs on the trifecta. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Morant outside. It's Brooks on the wing. On the wing, Bain. Edwards defending. And now the Timberwolves on the break to take the lead. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Morant reaches to Adams. Back to Morant. Jackson finds Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one, good. And now a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Morant passes to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Lets it go from the wing. And another miss by Memphis. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's been 13 unanswered points for him. Conley kicks to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant outside. There's the pass to Bain. Here's the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Bain against Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Out to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns is doubled. John Morant grabs the rebound. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 5-point game. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Edwards looking it over. 5 on the clock. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
The three from Morant. Knocks down the three.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Hart.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Eyes on the center matchup in this one. What's your outlook on the future of the big man as the league continues to evolve?
Well, they're not extinct. If you find one, you're going to use them, BA. So if that's your advantage, you got a big guy who can score down low or dominate from the paint in some way, then the coach is going to feed the big fella.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the center position.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Paul passes to Booker. And here's Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Now Morant. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Booker. And here's Paul. Back to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Durant with a screen on Brooks. For 3, Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Shoots. Kicks it out to Clark. Clark with a screen on Durant. Bane finds Clark. And Ayton pulls it down. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Outside for Brooks. 4-3. Outside Morant. Takes the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Paul. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Outside Bane. Kicks it out to Clark. Pass to Morant. And Ayton pulls it down.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Back to Durant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yeah, life's not fair, right? I mean, that is unfair. You do everything you can to contest Durant's shot, and it turns up to be an up fake instead.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Paul. Right side Durant. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Left side Booker. Leaner from distance. Misses off the right iron.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
On the wing, Bane. He's guarded by Paul. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Paul. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Counted.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Jackson, the screen. Morant, the pass to Bane. Brooks against Paul. From behind the arc. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. It's tipped. Oh, stolen by Morant. He goes up, and then Morant with the dunk.
And that sequence was all Morant. Excellent work turning his defense into offense.
Booker against Brooks, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Booker can't get it to go. Here's Bane. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Your Grizzlies UK team.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Memphis.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Outside Morant, pass to Bane. Oh, denied by Durant.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Here's Bane. And another basket for Memphis.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Puts up a 3. That one is off. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Brooks, right side. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Pass to Okogie. The kick to Durant. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Much stronger player now is KD, and that time powered through the contact.
Here's Jackson. Durant pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
That one drops for him.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Booker against Bane. And another miss by Memphis.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And here's Morant outside. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Okogie on the wing. redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys BA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back. Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Here's a three from Paul. Pass to Okogie. Durant for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark right side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And Clark drops them both. Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Booker against Brooks. Durant with a screen on Brooks. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Here's a three from Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. .124 left in the first half. Here's Durant. Outside Paul. Goes up again for three. Booker. Brooks with the rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Booker no good. Memphis is gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Jackson finds Brooks. Clark outside. Back to Brooks. Pass to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. That one's wide left. Well, the Suns shooting only 25% from the floor. Not great. Paul passes to Booker. Here's Paul. Looking to end the drought. Outside Booker with the fadeaway. Booker missing again.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
The free throw drops for Morant.
At the line for two.
And so he hits both. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Booker. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end, trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
It could go. It's not going to go for him. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
Your Grizzlies, 31. The Suns, 14.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Kennard outside. The three-pointer off the mark to the left wing. Here's Aldama. And they'll get another chance. Back to Jones. Shoots over Paul. Clock at 6. Tries yet again. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 19. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Booker. Aldama grabs the board.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Sends it home from three-point land. Jones has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Paul. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the...
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Adams a screen. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And here's Payne outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. Here's Aldama. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. And rejected.
Given how long Baisley is, just not a good idea to get that ball anywhere near that length.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Payne, the pass to Warren. Now here's Payne, defended by Jones. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Payne just a grinder and has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. Spent time in the G League, and a few years back he was out of the league. Now he's back, he's confident, he's dependable, and he's a huge part of a team playing winning basketball.
Memphis has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Jones against Payne. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jones. The three. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Ross for three. Connects from downtown.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
To the left side wing. Here's Kennard. Kennard on the wing. Adams with a screen on Ross. And another miss by Memphis. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Baisley. Now Biyombo. Here's Baisley, defended by Kennard. Back to Payne. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Now here's Jones from deep three-point range. And again, Memphis no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And Biyombo slams it home.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 6. Back to Adams. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Payne, pass to Ross. Pass to Baisley. Back to Ross. Charity stripe shot. The Grizzlies pull it in. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kennard. Hits the three-pointer. Kennard's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's a quick draw from Kennard, just pulling up before the defense has a chance to react.
Biyombo with it. Outside Payne. On the take. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Fires the 3. Kennard can't get it to go. And so it's Memphis ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. And they've done well in limiting And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Luke Kennard, also Tyus Jones out there, and it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Stolen by Ross. Out to the right wing. Here's Baisley. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Jones. 4-3. Rebounded by Payne. Jones has gone 1 of 5 on 3-point tries. Jones against Payne. It's Warren on the wing. Here's the 3. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Aldama. Now Jones. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Ayton passes to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the alley. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
And Memphis shooting about 43% in this one. From deep, Morant knocks down the long J.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
The drive by Paul. Fires from 14. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Pass to Aldama. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Like, you don't want to give Adams the N1 opportunity. Better to wrap him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
On the wing, Bane. Pass to Morant. Puts up a 3. Here's Adams. Drops in the layup for 2. Adams has gotten 4 this quarter.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
Paul passes to Ayton. Here's Okogie. 3-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. On the wing, Bane. Clark outside. To the middle. And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist by Clark.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And the Suns miss again. And here's Memphis now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. Let's go with a 3. And he can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. On the wing, Bane. Brooks outside. A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter. And Phoenix shooting just 24% in this one. Not great.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Booker. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Morant with it. Durant covering. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Six to shoot. The three from Bane. The shot no good. Booker against Morant. Looking to get it going. And he drops that one in.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The
I smack clowns with mad style.
Sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at small forward. Now here's Paul. Here he goes. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Paul against Conley. Booker with no one around. Another three for Phoenix.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Conley. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Durant.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Throws it from outside.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Conley against Paul. Passes it to Durant. Drives to the...
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. And the three off target. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. With three, Booker. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. KD, that's for two. And the shot is long. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Driving inside. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Here's Paul. The pass to KD. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Conley against Paul. Conley, the pass to Edwards. No good from outside. Suns leading by 5. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Booker dishes to Durant. And yes, it's good. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
George, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to stand your ground. Had his feet set, took the hit, and got the call. That is a rugged defensive play.
And KD's got the ball here for the Suns. Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. From deep. That shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Out to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Conley against Paul. Booker outside. Durant with the screen on Edwards. The drive by Booker. And the rejection by Towns. Durant for 3. Gobert pulls it in. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Here's Paul following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Over to the left wing. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. First trip to the line for him here.
Guys, when we think of Josh Okogie, the athleticism is eye-popping, and the relentlessness with which he plays the game, that will be what keeps him on the floor.
Here's Durant. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Durant with the steal. Pass to Okogie. Back to Booker. With 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns ahead. They're up by... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18. Points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Conley finds McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. All up top, covered by Conley. Booker against Towns. Shot clock at 6. Here's KD. Kicks it out to Paul. Into the lane to the right side. Here's Okogie. Lets it go from deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards. With the stuff.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
For Minnesota, they've gone a nice 3-3 to start the second. Conley finds Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
I love when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
And Phoenix making a change. Haynes checked in. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Well, this ability of Karl Anthony Towns to knock down threes makes him even more dangerous on the post. He's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Now here's Payne. Here's KD. He draws iron on the dunk. Timberwolves on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And KD's got the ball here for the Suns. They trail by 1. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A Kogi missing. Minnesota's gone 1-2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter so far. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Left side, Towns. Towns is doubled. Back to Gobert. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Gobert. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Near the three-point line, it's Booker.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
Now here's McDaniel. Not a lot of room. That one good for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
He can't get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker left side. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup. Booker's got 8 points.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Another shot. Over Booker. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, just it's easy to say, this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
On the wing, Booker shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game, so thanks so much, David. We'll step away.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Timberwolves.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot.
Now, I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Over to the wing. Releases. And stolen by Booker. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota leading by 5. Kicks it out to Prince. Sinks the triple. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Rivers against Paul. Booker inside. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okogie, and he dunks it down.
Well, be aggressive and leave no doubt. Josh Okogie up on the finish.
Rivers against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Prince. Stolen by Warren. Here's Payne. Here's Baisley. Payne in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Warren. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 6. And here's Prince outside. Payne grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. With the drive, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Taurean Prince. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes it to Rivers. By Warren. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Payne dishes to Ross. Warren kicks to Payne. Stolen by Anderson. Driving to the basket. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Biyombo. Prince, that's for 2. Another miss by Minnesota.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's Warren. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Count that one.
Man, the defense could not slow down. Baisley's momentum pushes right past the contact. That's impressive.
Over in the corner, Warren. It's deflected. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Anderson wide open. Offensive rebound. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Trying to end the drought. And 3 chances on that possession. But they just couldn't find a way to score. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Rivers. Biyombo, the pass to Baisley, and he hits it to tie the game up. Baisley's got his second bucket of the night.
Ready to rise and fire is Mr. Baisley in that catch-and-shoot opportunity. Nicely done.
Prince wide open. Misses the 3.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Ross dishes to Payne. Pass to Baisley. Now Biyombo. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the wide open shot from Warren. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now here's Reed. Covered by Biyombo.
Many teams can use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ross for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Prince outside. At the line, Minnesota. Reed finds Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. Chalk up two there. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 3. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty. Oh. This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
And the Suns call time here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Outside, Towns. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 3. Now, Booker. Driving the lane, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, the strong drive by D. Book just forces the defender's hand right there. You give this guy an opening, and he will attack it.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Chris Paul.
Well, despite pretty good defense, Chris Paul finishes the shot. That's about concentration and being locked in.
Conley surveying the D. Has to go Gobert. And the rejection by Eaton. Durant with it. Right wing. Paul passes to Okogie. Outside for Durant. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Suns lead by 1.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Outside, Towns. The feed to Gobert. And stolen by Eaton. One-on-one fast break. Paul with the 3. Offensive rebound. Booker, right side. Fader on the way. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for 1 more. That's on Jaden McDaniel. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And stolen by Eaton. Paul kicks to KD. Booker outside. Pass to Okogie. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Paul. Beyond the arc. Outside for Durant. For 3, Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 5. Conley into the lane. This is it to Gobert. To stop the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on 8.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
Phoenix leading by 3. And here is Paul. Durant, the pass to Booker. KD is screen. And Booker is good for three. Booker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Phoenix. On the wing, Booker. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with a big-time delivery.
Ball finds Booker. KD with it. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And the pass to Towns. Conley against Paul. The three ball. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. The coach's challenge has been issued. First team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls, the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
All up top for by Conley.
If anything, you know you.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
This is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play is under review.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews show that while it's a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The drive by Booker. Here's Okogie. The three. And it's Paul missing.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Gobert. Towns kicks to Edwards. From deep three-point range, Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Conley with the three. Out to Edwards. From deep. Cut the line, Minnesota. From the arc. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him.
Smack clowns with mad style.
some Saturday night basketball. Well, the pace figures to be fast tonight. Two teams that thrive when the tempo is at its quickest.
You're going to love this one. Up and down. Neither squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Down low. Morant, the pass to Bain. Takes a 3. No luck on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Towns. Shoots over Jackson. The rebound by Jackson.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Goes up on the wing. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Outside Edwards. The 3. Conley against Morant. Towns passes to Gobert. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Pass to McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
The shot by Conley, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Stolen by Conley. Right side Edwards. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. Oh, Adams with the block.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
McDaniels can't hit. Memphis trailing here. Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. Now Brooks. Back to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. Memphis the rebound. Adams finds Morant. Outside Bain.
Remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Over Edwards. Bain, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Conley goes in. Pass to Towns. 1:43 left in the first quarter. And here's Memphis.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, stolen by Morant. 1:07 left in the...
Oh, wait a second. Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Edwards off the mark, and the drought continues. For Memphis, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. Bain against Edwards. Lets it go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Grizzlies foul. Desmond Bain. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one falls for Towns. The Timberwolves trail. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley passes to Edwards. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
To the middle. Here's Adams. Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Adams with a screen on Conley. Brooks from outside. Not going to go that time. Over Bain. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 2. And
Your Timberwolves defense team. Here they come.
good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. Pass to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams. That free throw misses.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And that one is hammered home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Morant. With the
wow! He went
oh my
way up.
goodness.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Jackson finds Bain. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Over to the left wing. From deep, Conley drains the triple. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Mike Conley makes just enough of these to keep the defense honest.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Knocks down the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks outside. Back to Jackson, to the inside. Here's Adams. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Adams has got his first points of the night.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Outside McDaniels. Over Bain. McDaniels can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Morant against McDaniels. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Edwards, the pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining.
Brooks against Edwards. 5 on the clock to stop the run. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Brooks finds Bane. On the wing, Bane.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
The free throw drops for Bane. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation, a lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender, a player any team would love to have.
Here's McDaniels, back to Conley. No luck on that one. Morant with a defensive effort. Memphis leading. He takes it in, and then Morant with the dunk.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Pass to Gobert. From the arc. Lets it go from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooks the pass to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Pass to Bane. Over Gobert. And that one hits the back iron. Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Morant against McDaniels. Here's Jackson. Good. And the setup by Morant.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
And it's McDaniels off the drive.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the...
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 18. The Grizzlies, 23.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Edwards against Kennard. The kick out to Conley. Towns up top. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Ooh, the whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Jones in the post. He's guarded by Conley. Jones' shot is good. Jones has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And stolen by Jones. Kennard finds Jones. Kicks it out to Clark. This one for 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Edwards against Kennard. Pass to Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Towns for three. Kennard with the rebound. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 12-4 run. Clark outside. Kennard outside. Buries it from three. Kennard's got 6.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
It's McDaniels on the wing. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-4 run. Good chance here for Clark. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
2 minutes.
Edwards against Kennard. Pass to Towns. The shake. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing from outside the arc. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Kennard with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Jones misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Towns for 3. The shot that time not on target.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot.
Okay.
Oh my! Throw it down!
Yes, he did.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Pass to Aldama. Lets it go from the wing. And here's Kennard. Clark outside. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession, and the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter here, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And it's Gobert penetrating. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The size of Rudy Gobert makes him tough to stop on the drive. Defense just gets out of the way.
Kennard left side. Kennard on the wing.
Timberwolves foul. Nikhil Alexander Walker. First personal foul. First team foul.
20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Here's Kennard going inside, and the layup is good off the glass. Kennard's got 8 here in this quarter.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
And so it's Memphis going into the break up 12. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be back in a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, the Timberwolves shooting just around 32% from the field. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. The The shot from 20 feet out. Here's Adams. Brooks finds Morant. Back to Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Memphis ball.
Adams a screen. And here's Morant outside. Can't get it to fall. That miss makes him 5 for 9. Bain against Edwards. Pass to Towns. The three is up. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. From deep, Bain. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shot is good by Edwards.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Plenty of space. Goes back up on the wing, Bain. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's McDaniels. Back to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, the swat by Adams. And they get it back. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Grizzlies.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
To Gobert, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And here's Edwards. Into the lane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Steven Adams. Free throw good, Edwards.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
And it's Brooks missing.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
And the basket by Towns.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Towns into the lane. And it's powered home by Towns.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point game here. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Brooks finds Morant. Bain with it. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. From deep. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. On the wing, Brooks. Guarded by Edwards. There's Jackson with the three. Sinks the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
The assist.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Morant with it. So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time...
I smack clowns with mad style.
for another. Edition of NBA basketball. In this, well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson, and it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Paul kicks to Booker. Traps in the tray.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Clark with a wide open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Bane. And too long on the shot.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. He dishes it to KD. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to KD. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Booker. And there's the pass to Clark. In the corner, it's Bane. Going inside. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Paul's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Jackson misses. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Memphis moving that ball around. Morant with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Here's Paul. What a terrific move that one.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
The Grizzlies shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Pass to Booker. Shoots. Stripped it away. Morant with it. Chris Paul covering. And it's Clark in the corner. For the 3. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Clark. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted I think it's a conversation.
And the shot is good.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Paul against Bain. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks with no one around. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Good use of the stop and pop there by Brooks, keeping his body under control.
For 3, Booker. It's Clark with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Up top, Durant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Booker with no one around. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Morant passes to Jackson. And there it is for him. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Phoenix.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the 1. Suns trail by 5. On the wing, Booker. Brooks covering. KD sets the pick for Booker. Back to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on. He is the threat. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Paul, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant with it. Now guarded by
Morant. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference. And they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was probably 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
And again, it's the Suns missing. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Clark outside, pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
To the paint. Here's Durant. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Brooks. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Jackson kicks to Clark. Bain passes to Clark. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range in his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. It's Morant in the corner. That's tipped. KD with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Durant attacking. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Ball finds Durant. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Brooks outside. 3-pointer, 5 on the clock. There's a minute left in the first half. Ayton, a screen on Morant. No good from Booker. Memphis leading by 5. Morant drives in. Offensive rebound. Jackson kicks to Bane. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And he drives in, and it's Paul missing. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. The Grizzlies pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Brooks in the corner. Takes the 3. Good on the triple. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And here's Booker from the arc. That shot misses. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Kennard, the pass to Jones. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
The tray. It's Iamsolid with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Kennard kicks to Jones. From downtown. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, Sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Ross with a wide-open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the left side wing. Kennard on the wing. Gets an open look and hits. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside, Jones. This one for 3. Here's Aldama. And the 3 off target. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Payne kicks to Ross. The pass to Baisley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Kennard on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to steam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Outside for Durant. Fires for 3. Hall. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Hall's got his second bucket of the night.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Ayton dishes to Booker. The fader. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Ayton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant just inside the line. The Grizzlies pull it in. And there's the feed to Jones. Fires from deep. And no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense hit.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. In at the guard spots, Morant and Payne. Clark is out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Jackson at the pivot spot manning the middle.
All too easy from the veteran Paul, sizing up the defense and pulling up with confidence.
And it's Morant missing.
got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Ayton a screen on Morant. Booker the pass to Ayton. Doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Clark outside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies. Suns trail by 7. And it's Paul penetrating. Back to KD. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Bain against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. The tray. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Paul left side. Booker outside. Stolen by Brooks. Bain against Paul. And that's going to be a travel.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 4. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The drive by Booker. And the rejection by Clark. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Morant.
Forget the long-range shots. John is to challenge you down low.
Third team foul. Shooting for Memphis. John Morant.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Morant. And so here's Phoenix. 6-point game. Durant against Clark. Durant kicks to Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. And the Suns miss again. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11 points. From the arc. And again, Memphis no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Kicks it out to Paul. 5 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Ayton missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Passes to Morant. Back to Bain. Jackson a screen on Booker. And a wide open look for Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Bain against Paul. Outside for Durant. And the rejection by Jackson. The 3 from Morant. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
And here's Booker. Driving in. The ball. Takes the 3. No good that time. Memphis has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Brooks for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Grizzlies.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Brandon Clark.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Booker, no good. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Brooks. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin.
I smack clowns with mad style.
offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1. Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
Conley passes to Towns. Shoots over Durant. They grab their own miss. McDaniels from long range. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Paul against McDaniels. Outside Booker. Fades back. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
Durant.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And both free throws good for Durant.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And the powerful one-handed slam.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Towns. Left side McDaniels. Clock at 6. Oh, denied by Durant.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
There's the 3. He buries it from 3. Durant's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Now Towns. From behind the arc. Here's Gobert. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Takes a step back.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside for Booker. Pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
Here's Edwards. Edwards slams it in.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Paul against Conley. Outside for Booker. Ayton inside. And here's Durant. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Okogie. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Minnesota ball.
.116 left in the first quarter of the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
To the right side. Towns for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those forwards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Suns leading. Shot clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Durant.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
So it's Minnesota now. The Suns getting their last shot to go. McDaniels, the fadeaway. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Paul for 3. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist by Towns.
Steal then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player despite being a young buck.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. Hunting for opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Phoenix.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. The Timberwolves trail. Left side McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The shot by Conley, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Outside Paul. The kick to Durant. It's Booker on the wing. McDaniels with it. And it's Paul picking him up. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
6 on the shot clock. Fires in the triple. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Here's Edwards. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Tipped away. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Paul with it. Towns covering. Outside Booker. Pass to Okogie. Back to Booker. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Ayton passes to Durant. Outside Booker. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Here's Towns. And Durant with the block. Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Outside Durant. Out to the right wing. Paul against Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Durant. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, good.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And there's Towns on the assist by Gobert. Towns has got 6 points.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Durant pass to Paul. Banked it in off the glass. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Free throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's good. Conley's got his second basket.
Now this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Booker for 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Paul passes to Booker. Devin Booker. He's feeling it, so thanks very much, Allie.
Your Suns, 28. The Timberwolves, 27.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker on the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Pass to Anderson. Deflected.
Great play by Ross. I mean, using that bouncing ability at the defensive end, love it.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rivers is checked in. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Outside Ross. And he jams it home with authority.
You cannot give Ross room to launch. You can't let him take flight. When he's this close, he's going to hammer it home.
Anderson drives. Reed. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. Right side Ross. Here's Ayton. He's off on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. On the wing, Rivers. Pass to Reed. Here's Anderson, defended by Payne. Back to Reed. Over Ross. Stolen by Ayton. Outside Warren. Picked it out of midair. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Off the left rim and out.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
That ties the game. Prince has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Nice shot by Ross.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Rivers, good. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Payne. Back to Ayton. Good on the shot. And the Suns lead by 1.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
Alexander Walker.
Suns foul. Terrence Ross. First personal foul. First team foul.
That one misses.
Minnesota. Nickeil Alexander Walker. Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Payne drives. Kicks it out to Warren. There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ross. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ross has got 6 here in the quarter.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
Prince with the bucket. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Pass to Baisley. Back to Ross. Outside, Anderson. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Baisley. Outside Payne. There's the triple. And they recover it. Goes up again. Kicks it out to Warren. 6 to shoot. Back to Baisley. And at last, they get one to fall. Baisley's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Anderson against Ayton. Back to Rivers. Oh, rejected by Ayton. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, leading by. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. McDaniels from long range. The Suns clear it. And here's Paul. fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls.
And he's good on the second. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games.
Assist from
It kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Durant with a screen on Conley. The kick to Durant. Ball against Conley. Pass to Durant. Back to Okogie. To tie it up. And that comes off the assist by Durant. And this game is tied up now.
Boy, I tell you, Okogie continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
A nice shot by Booker.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Come on,
away.
with authority.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Edwards against Booker. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Unloads. Hauled in by Paul. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Edwards. Nice D from Paul. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. For 3, Booker. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Deflects the pass. Back to Towns. 1:41 left in the fourth. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town? Helps him come through. The game gets snubbed.
Booker against Edwards.
No stage too big for KD. You need a basket? He's your man.
Pass to Towns. Shoots over Durant. The kick out to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Outside Durant.
Yes! And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. Edwards for 3. They get it back. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. The shot comes out, and Phoenix the other way now. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. And it's good.
Well, Paul's got them dropping right now for sure.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Tipped. Pass to Okogie. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to...
flow.